Hello everyone, this is Dion Sol. I hope everyone is doing well. And as you see before you, we are looking at Catalina. And as you can see, somebody has done a modification. This is one of the modifications that I'll be flying today, is leaving Catalina Island here and taking off. And you can see the iconic some of the iconic buildings here in Catalina, California, or just south of San Pedro, Long Beach, yada yada yada. And we are also, another treat is the fact, as you can see, is we are in the Bonanza G36 Turbo. Yes, nothing. I've flown this airplane before and videoed on it, but what makes this one different is that we are now at version 3.0. Mostly stuff under the hood that was done. And I'm hoping that I've been able to start with my honeycomb stuff will now work like it's supposed to. That's another mod that has been done. There's also been a ground improvements of improved physics mod for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we're going to check that out today as well. And then finally, on this one flight from here in Catalina Island over to Big Bear, is Big Bear itself had somebody has come in and modified Big Bear to make it more realistic than what is out of the box Microsoft Flight Simulator. Every bit of this is for free, and that is just awesome. Now, granted, X-Plane has free stuff too, but people are building on top of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's rapidly, if not already, has been my go-to simulation as of late. I mean, obviously, as you can see with all the videos that I have done, I have not touched X-Plane in quite a while now, and to be frankly blunt and honest, for all you flight simmers that are expecting me to fly Microsoft Flight or X-Plane, I'm sorry. There just really has not been a need for me to get back into X-Plane, and because of all the stuff, it's just been a rapid pace of people just doing things with Microsoft Flight Simulator, just making it better, more realistic, as much as it can be with the current SDK that is currently available. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is flying from here, Catalina Island, and then we're going to go on over to Big Bear. Now we are going to be fighting clouds, so that's going to add another element of surprise. We'll be mostly hand flying it, dodging and weaving through the clouds and whatnot, and just having fun. It's Sunday, so let's have some fun. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the airplane. So now we're in the airplane. We can look here and we can see that this is definitely an improvement with Catalina over the previous version of or the out-of-the-box out-of-the-box Microsoft Flight Simulator. The only thing that I can see that needs to be done to make it more realistic is the trees actually need to start moving in the wind. I mean, you can hear right now the wind is actually whipping right now. So the trees and ground effects need to animate that as well. That might be too hard to do in a flight simulator, but to add the realism, that would be nice if we had some, instead of just static everything, that we actually would have these palm trees actually swaying in the wind a little bit right now. Maybe that's just too much to ask, but regardless, oh well, it is anyway. But anyway, let me go ahead and get rid of me, because I can see that I am slide showing right now. So let me go ahead and get rid of me here, and then I'll go ahead and we'll start this airplane right here, and we'll go ahead and take our nice little fun fly to L35, which is going to be Big Bear. Yeah, as you can tell, I am multitasking here, so my squirrel going off track and everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready to go here. Make sure all this is up, all this is working, everything is fine there. Switch is already switched to the left tank already. We'll go ahead and turn our switch on. We'll go ahead and turn on our beacon light, and we'll go ahead and turn on our navigation light, and then we will go ahead and see if we can actually start this airplane using my honeycomb starter switch, because with version 2 we could not do that. So let's see what happens. Yay! We can actually use our start switch for the honeycomb now. Awesome. Now there's a little trick behind that. The developer was aware of the problem, and so what he did is he created another engine configuration file. So if you do have the honeycomb, you copy that engine configuration file in your or in your Microsoft Flight Simulator directory, and then you'll be able to do that. So that's what I read. So it's important to read the instructions, and I'm one of those people that don't like to read instructions, but in this case I read the instructions. Now we are just doing a direct flight, so we are good to go there. The G1000, the working title G1000 appears to be working just fine, so that with this airplane, so that is good. And you can see the cloud cover. We can go ahead and zoom out here a little bit, and you can see. Let's see what we can do. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to try to dance around these clouds. You know, it's Sunday, so let's have some fun here. Let me go ahead and zoom all the way out here a little bit. So within the range, you can see there is a range on how far we can go. We'll see what the temperature is. Right now it is 8 degrees Celsius outside here in Catalina, so that means we probably won't be able to go over maybe 5,000, 7,000 feet and be able to keep the temperature up so we don't have an icing condition scenario. And so, I accidentally hit the autopilot, oopsie. So let me go ahead and get back over here, engine configuration, this lean stuff and all this sort of thing. I have not been able to make that work yet, so there might be something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But you can see how I'm, well, I almost killed the engine there. Pulled back on my, I leaned it up a little bit. I want to do right around 1,000. I'm sure it works, I just don't know how to use it, so I will eventually. So we got all kinds of clouds, we got all kinds of nasties going on there. Make sure everything is on, everything is good. We are actually we're moving right now, I just noticed. Now we're out in the middle of the road, huh? Yeah, we are. So that's fine. Let's just go ahead and look around this mod here. Unfortunately, we don't have the palm tree action going on here, but that's all right. I would like to see that flag be going in the wind and stuff. But still, hey, this is pretty cool. I like it. It's looking good. Now what is weird is we got an airplane that is kind of floating in the air up there. So let's go ahead and talk to ground. First get our weather.
Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray automated weather observation 19000 Zulu. Wind 257 at tree 0. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at 1,000 feet, few clouds at 4,700 feet, few clouds at 11,700 feet. Temperature 12C dew point 10C altimeter 2986.
2986 is our altimeter setting. Okay, November 502 Delta Mike is taxiing to a runway with an airplane kind of freeing in the air like that. Now that's kind of a interesting thing. Hope that's not over the runway. Let's find out.
Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray traffic Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike is taxiing to runway 4.
Let's go look at this airplane here. Maybe that's just a glitch. I just want to see if it's in the middle of the runway. No, it didn't look like it's in the middle of the runway, so that's good. And the elevation data is a problem. That could be with this mod. Because this mod was created for Catalina. This mod was created before Microsoft updated the elevation data, so that might be the reason why that airplane is acting the way it is. So, you know, it is what it is. And we need to go ahead and put on my follow me map. Make sure my follow me map is going. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Again, multitasking. As I'm going to run off the runway here. There we go. Terrain and elevation, or nav data. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is all done. That's all looking good. All looking good here. We'll put in 1 notch of flaps. November 502 Delta Mike is at runway 4 for straight out departure. Catalina traffic. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we will go ahead and call it in the sim.
Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray traffic Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike taking off runway 4 straight out departure.
All lights on, everything looks good. 1 notch of flaps, everything looks good. Awesome little airplane with these mods. I am really happy that the community is growing like it is with Microsoft Flight Simulator and just putting out all kinds of mods for it, and just amazing. Okay, now that's not right. Well, let's get back on track here. That wind is just whipping, that's why. Alright, let's just go ahead and pull back on the stick here and get off the ground. That was a terrible landing, thank you very much. I worked hard on that. But I got it off the ground. I had to put an extreme amount of right rudder. Now, granted, this is got the modification for the ground handling and put another notch of flaps up. Ground handling and you know, performance with the airplane. It's, you know, physics performance. So that right there was like, okay, that's a little rough. And we'll see how this does. All right, let's go ahead and pitch up. And we'll follow the magenta line a little bit here. We'll get in the air. And let's talk to SoCal approach. And we'll go ahead and tell them to do flight following.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike is type Beechcraft, be 36 tree miles northeast of Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray. Request flight following.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta, Mike SoCal approach. Squawk 0063.
Okay, 0063.
0063 Beechcraft to Delta Mike.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike radar contact 4 miles northeast of Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray, 3,900 feet. Altimeter 29.86.
Copy Beechcraft to Delta Mike.
Okay, well, we are coming up to, we're probably going to be, well, let's go above the clouds. Let's see if we can, let's see how much ice we can get when we, well, let's continue this 7 to 9 degrees of pitch. We're at 5,200 feet right now and climbing. Climbing at 115 knots. And of course that's going to change. I see that we're going down a little bit. Get a little bit more speed. Altitude, I'll just put in 9,000, but we'll see how that plays. Now we're getting into clouds here, and we are at -1 degree Celsius, so I expect to start seeing some rime and then some ice everywhere. Go ahead and close our flaps. Engine cowling flaps are closed. Pop out our defrost, cabin heat, aft cabin heat, and there's the ice. Now, I was hoping that the defrost would, trim the windshield, but when I turn the defrost on, it doesn't start to go away. Now, granted, in this particular instance, I should have had it on before. So let me go ahead and get back. So I'm purposely going to ice up this mofo up pretty good here. We're icing pretty well. As you can see, we have already lost our indicated airspeed, even with the pilot heat wasn't on. Okay, now let's see if the pilot heat clears. There you go. Pilot heat cleared the cleared that, so that's good. So the pilot heat, pitot heat is working. But the window de-ice does not. See if I can trim this out here after I talk to the chickie poo.
125.35 Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
Yeah, see, it's just not generating enough heat to do anything.
SoCal approach Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike 8,800 feet.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta, Mike SoCal approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.86.
So what we're going to do is we can go ahead and turn on the autopilot. Okay, autopilot and navigation on, flight director on, and we will put ourselves at 9,500 feet, and that's that. No, I didn't copy. I'm busy.
128.1 for Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
Okay, until I'm unbusy, I'm just going to ignore you guys for the moment. Oh, okay. Go ahead and switch back. Okay, now altitude, hold. There we go. And no, I really wanted on the 5s, but that's okay. Alright, so we got that taken care of here. Let's see what else we can do. We can do prop de-ice for a minute. And now that we're at, we'll go ahead and back off to 2,500 RPM. As you can see, my RPM gauge going down. And we can go ahead and switch tanks. Switch tanks. And we'll just let the autopilot, because we're still in clouds. So it looks like the de-ice is not going to work. Interesting. Let's go to 11,000. Climb at 500 feet per minute. Increase that to 1200 feet per minute. As we are taking on more and more ice, or the ice what we got is just hanging in there. But that's still awesome. It's not a good thing to have, but still, it's pretty awesome. We got the back window right there is almost completely covered. We don't have any windshield wipers, so we can't use windshield wipers. You can see it's trying to is our autopilot still going? Yeah, our autopilot's still going, so we're fine there. Do we need to talk to the lady? Yeah, we need to talk to some people.
Los Angeles Center, reach craft November 502, Delta Mike 10,900 feet.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta, Mike Los Angeles Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.85.
All right. That's a shame we got all this ice and it's not melting. But oh well. What I'll do is I'll get low, I guess, once I get closer. When I get to San Bernardino, then I'll get really low, because I can be at 9,000 feet over there. And then we'll get these windshields cleared off and everything cleared off so we can actually see, because I want to see what this developer did with you know, with Big Bear. So yes, it is cold here in Southern California. It is. It's cold here and where I live here in Palmdale. And I see my son is going to work, so that's good. Get them young people working. Got to pay for us old people. Alrighty, so everything is looking good. So once I get a little closer, we'll come back and then we'll land the airplane. So I'll see you guys in a second. And I'd key up and say November 502 Delta Mike is at runway 26 on final to land. Big Bear traffic, if I said that right. Ooh, it's going to be hard landing. See how hard that was? Okay, now that's... So this is a problem here. I have no authority in my... well, I'm really having to put a lot of right rudder in. I wonder if that mod is affecting that or I just suck. That's interesting. Because I immediately want to go left. Interesting. Anyway. Well, let's go over here, park, and let's... Ooh, look at there. Look at that building. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Far back. This is free, dudes. Very nice. Well, first off, let's go look at this, the sign. That's awesome. That is neato. Big Bear Airport. It's a free mod. All the mods that I'm talking about today in this video is in the description link. Do we have a restaurant right there? Is that the restaurant sign? Barnstorm. Yeah, restaurant. It says right there, restaurant. Right now, I even got the satellite dishes on top and everything. I wonder if I have a picture. Once we park here, I'll see if I can roust up a photograph and see how well the developer did. Got a cell tower right there. Very nice. And this is free. I should say clear the runway, by the way. Oh well. I'll just say I'm taxiing around. There you go. I'll just say I'm taxi. And now it's taxi.
Lima Tree 5 traffic Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike is taxiing to runway 8.
Look at that. Very nice. I know that building looks kind of wonky right there, and that, but still, yeah, there's imperfections here and there, but very nice. Street lights right here. That's good. Bet you this thing looks pretty damn good at night. I don't think with the current weather condition I want to be flying here at night. I think what Microsoft Flight Simulator needs to do on their forums, website, whatever, they need to have a community thing where all these people are doing these modifications that are free on these airports. Pimp them out. You know, let everybody know, hey, you know, we've got an active community. This community's doing, you know, this and that and the other. Let's go down here and take a look. Very cool. The reason why I personally don't buy scenery is because I don't fly out of it off enough to justify the cost. That's the biggest hang up for me as a flight simmer with paying for scenery, is that, you know, you're only there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you're gone. and then so you don't get to appreciate it only for that 10 to 15 minutes. And is it worth spending $49 for a scenery that's detailed to the max that you're only going to be there for 15 minutes? For me, no. To other people, of course, you know, I know this is subjective, but for me, I just, you know, it's not worth it. So having free scenery like this, and that's why the best way to do it is, you know, the donation links that the developer would have. You know, here's $5-10 for your effort, or whatever. Okay, we're gonna announce that we're on the runway, so that'll piss off some people. We don't have the ability to tell that we are on the runway. I guess we'll tell them we'll take off. Oh, actually, you know what? I do see an airplane in my thing, but it's behind me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, see, I'm immediately trying... Now I'm hooking to the... Let's go over here and take a look on this side. I mean, I've driven past this airport countless times over the years. There's 3 7-Elevens here. 2 or 3? I think there's 2. 2 7-Elevens here in Big Bear that I've worked on. And yeah, you drive by this all the time to get, if you're coming, you know, from the east, which is, you know, I don't know why they got a big crane sitting there. That's interesting. But anyway, if you're coming from the east, which is what we're pointing at right now, you know, into Big Bear, there is a road, either the road at the other end of the runway, at runway 8, that you cross over, or down here at 26, you cross, I think it's down at runway 8, you cross over to go into Big Bear City, to go to the 2 7-Elevens. But yeah, this is cool. And back in the corner, or back up in the back there next to those foothills and whatnot, there's a bunch of vehicle or houses that look like cabins and whatnot. But this is quite impressive. I'm pretty happy with this. With all things considered. And in the photographs, you can see that there is a he's got this set up where it was night, or a bunch of snow on the ground. So now we're going to cross. Runway 26. We'll come around over here. Very nice. Very nice sightseeing. Yeah, see, our temperature is plus 5 degrees Celsius, so obviously we're not going to have any snow. Hopefully in the course of the winter time here in 2020, as I'm flying, that there will be, that snow will start to accumulate on some of these airports, or at least report that there's snow on the ground, and then we'd start seeing, coming into snowy conditions. Just haven't seen that yet. That building's kind of washed out there. It's a little not very realistic, but that's all right. That's not too bad. Again, I wish there was some animations with the trees and that flag right there, animated flags and whatnot. Maybe that's just too much for a small computer like mine to handle, and so frame rates just take too much of a hit, I guess. But anyway, so we are in Big Bear, California. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park right over here. And then we'll call this flight. Set parking brake. And lights are off. And we are here in Big Bear, California. I wonder if the developer for this mod, no, he hasn't made it where you can open the doors yet. It'd be cool, but very nice. Here we are in Big Bear, California. So we'll I guess it'd be screenshot time. Right about there. And then we need to do a screenshot, which means I need to bring up my handy dandy Microsoft Snap tool. Boom. Screenshot has been obtained. And I'm going to say FS2020 _ big _ bear. Boom. Very good. All right, well, that is very, very good. Well, I definitely appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope this was fun for you. I'll definitely leave the links in the description down below, and definitely like, subscribe, and if you feel my content is worthy, again, I do have some donation links in the description down below that you can donate if you suit you. Oh, that's interesting. Get that hole in the clouds right there. I was trying to get a good shot of that with the sun. Anyway. Should have been another screenshot, but anyway. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys watching there, and I'll catch you guys next time on another exciting FS Excursions. And let's see what else that the simulation flight simulation community is going to have to offer for us to enjoy. And like I said, this was a huge success. I really liked what they did with the mods and everything. Now I just there's some other mods out there I gotta check out, and then I'll bring it to you guys next time. So anyway, guys, you guys take care. Catch you guys next time. Laters. Bye.